So morning friends. So I think first of all, let me congratulate all of you, being a part of the IPTA conference after a gap of 2.5 years. It's a pleasure to see such kind of a, gathering and meeting our all good friends for the last 2.5 years, which we have been just talking on the phone, having a physical interaction with the friends and then having a hug with those all our old colleagues is kind of a pleasure which you don't get it while sitting over at your workplace. So I think thanks for all IPTA team to give us this opportunity to meet all our good friends. Thank you very much. So now coming to the, session topic, I think I would say we had a good interaction for the last 2 days, starting with the opening inauguration speak and then, main keynote address by our Guru and Professor Dr. Ashok Kumar, which has been quite comprehensive. I to start with, I think following all those speakers could take advantage of Dr. Ashok Kumar's keynote address. And it was such a kind of a comprehensive and enlightening, kind of a presentation, which could, starting from the raw material till the end of the, pulp and paper process, including environment and the best practices. We heard a good presentation from Mr. Pawan Agarwal, highlighting their best manufacturing practices in the field of pulp and paper. What NANI has done is marvelous for last decade. And then, all that technological upgradation, presentation made by SPB, best manufacturing practices. So in totality, including the HR branding, presented by Ms. Tanvi and our good team members from ITC, I think the kind of HR practices adopted by ITC has been eye-opening, and I would also request all my team members from pulp and paper industry to at least adopt few of them to make it implement at our workplace. So I would just say, beside this all best manufacturing facilities and, kind of a HR practices, branding image, last but not the least, besides the best production output, we need to take care of our environment, for which I think rightly said by one of the speakers that it should not be a kind of a managing affair. It should be a hardcore best environment protection system in place at all our pulp and paper industries so that we can go with our collars, front to the all statutory regulatory bodies, and we can say that, we are meeting all the best norm of the effluent discharge. And, there has been many questions raised about, pulp and paper industries, they are cutting the trees, but lot of myth has been, we are trying to offset those things by, in fact, we are not using any trees. Pulp and paper industry gets all the lops and tops of the trees, frankly speaking, and beside that, most of our agro mills, they don't use any trees. So there are a mix of agro and virgin wood is mainly lops and tops of the trees, and then the main production is 70% contributes to the recycled fiber. So in fact, pulp and paper industry is doing a lot towards the increasing the afforestation, like, they are planting trees. If they cut, if they get cut trees, they are planting trees more than the, what they get it at their mills.